My name's Ashley, I'm from Children Alive, and I am saying the words of one of our volunteers today. Oh God, sorry. Why am I still living? I want to go to sleep and not wake up. Life is so worthless. I may be chatty, sociable and full of jokes, but it's all an act. If I don't behave like that, I'll crumble. Things aren't moving, I have no freedom, I can't afford to take my children to fun places. I used to have a car, a good job, I was a respected member of my community. I had an active life, working hard and volunteering in my spare time. Suicide is an option, but it's also not an option. What would happen to those I leave behind? I arrived in England from Nigeria in 2019 to do my master's degree in International Business Management at Sheffield Hallam University. I was initially staying with my sister at her home in Leicester. After 1 week, I started to experience terrible pain in my leg. I travelled by National Express to Sheffield to collect my residency permit. On the journey home, my leg was very painful and offensive smelling. The bus driver was very rude and sprayed me with deodorant. He then threw the can at me. This was very embarrassing and also set off my asthma. On returning to Leicester, I visited the health centre who advised me to see the GP. The GP called me an ambulance and I was admitted to hospital for 2 weeks. Despite pleading with the university to defer my place, they were unable to do this and I lost the significant amount of money I had paid for the degree. I was discharged from hospital using 2 crutches and barely able to walk. My legs soon started getting worse, smelling and oozing. I went to the GP, but they wouldn't see me and sent me to the health centre a long way from where I was staying. The health centre sent me back to the GP. If it was not for my sister's support, I would have given up. The GP informed me that my leg was infected and I was sent back to A&E. I ended up very unwell, had multiple surgeries to save my life and was in a coma for several days.
My name's Alana and I'm also reading one of the other commissioner's stories. I came to England the day before my husband's final surgery. His sister had contacted me to say she would be unable to care for him and I needed to be with him. I was given leave from my job as a nurse in a Nigerian hospital and took my children to stay with a close friend. She was a widow with 4 children of her own. We could not tell our families where the children were staying, as they would have followed tradition to have our young daughters undergo the trauma of female genital mutilation. My husband and I did not want this. The children were scared, and we told them not to leave the house, other than to go to school due to risk of kidnap. Despite the circumstances, I arrived in the UK with positive dreams, looking forward to a happy new life with amazing weathers, snow in the winter, springs and summers. I was trained by my husband's nurses how to give him his intravenous medication and cared for him at his sister's house for a number of months. As he recovered, I started to look for work and was given a position at a hospital in York with the promise that they would sponsor my stay in the UK. The sponsorship never came and my visa expired. I lost my job and this is when poverty started to hit us hard. We did not have any rights to benefits to help us and my life became very difficult with pressures and challenges constantly. Almost every day I received emails and calls from people reminding me of debts, emails saying, "If you don't pay, we will come and take your property." I was bombarded with letters saying things such as, "We will find a way to collect the money you owe." This is strange to me. I have never experienced it. I'd never experienced it before. I had no money or property to hand over. I felt isolated and struggled to cope. It started affecting my mental health, which kept putting bad thoughts in my mind to end my life. I visited a doctor for help and received a huge bill. I am now too scared to seek medical help. Our debts were in the thousands. Water, council tax, gas, electric, we were unable to put the heating on. Every time we contacted our children, they would be bitterly crying. They were not happy with the whole situation.
We were supported by Refugee Action York and the York Poverty Truth Commission to apply for asylum in the UK. In 2023, we were denied the right to remain, which devastated us. This decision is currently being appealed. We have no time frame as to when a final decision will be made. As things stand now, we are not allowed to work or manage by using food banks and charity shops. Our children are here with us now and have settled into school. As their dad, I want to keep them safe. I cannot allow them to return to Nigeria. It is a dangerous place for them. The UK looked after me when I was so unwell and desperately wanted to contribute and give something back. I want to be able to work.
The worry is constant, and I feel exhausted, but I'm still hopeful because I'm surrounded by people that give me hope and help me feel positive about my life. Refugee Action York and York Poverty Truth Commission were amazing. I now live in Shildon, where I joined the County Durham Poverty Truth Commission, where I've met people that share stories of similar challenges. I am hopeful and believe I can achieve my goals with the support of people around me.